What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy. Welcome back to my vlog. And can you notice the not shaving yet? Anyway, what I really want to talk about in relation to this video, given the timing of it and what I'm going to be doing roughly around the same time that this gets uploaded, could I just start off by asking a question? Is it just me, or are holidays kind of weird? I mean, holidays are great and all, but they're kind of weird. Especially if you consider the broad scope of holidays and things like that. I mean, I can understand the notion of, wanting some special days off and, certain things in particular have happened throughout history that are really important and really special, especially for certain countries and things like that they've done, or certain religious events even. Obviously, I'm not gonna bash on like Christmas or anything like that. Being a Christian, celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, obviously something that I think is relevant and valid, but it's not necessarily so much the meaning behind any of the holidays that I think is weird, or even just the practice of holidays in general. It's just like the general way we go about them. Let me backtrack a little bit and kind of explain the situation that I'm about to run into that kind of prompted this whole line of thought to begin with. So, shortly after the time this video goes up, in all likelihood, I am probably going to be on my way over to Houston to have some time with my uncle and his branch of the Conroy family to partially celebrate Thanksgiving and, do some things like that. The thing is, given the time that my cousins are actually able to be there and stuff like that, now that they're both off to college and living their own lives and things like that, and it made things a little complicated in terms of scheduling and figuring out when they could all do a big Thanksgiving thing together. So I'm kind of going to be celebrating Thanksgiving with them on like the Saturday before Thanksgiving. So it kind of brought up some questions in my mind of like, okay, well, I guess it was sort of along the lines of like, I'm going to air quote that, like, does it even count? That kind of mindset behind it was just, I mean, obviously I would think it counts, but the broader question, I guess, comes down to, okay, when it relates to a certain holiday, is it more important to observe the specific date that holiday falls in the year, or is it more important to just, celebrate the spirit of it and get together with people and share an experience that is related to that? Because obviously with me, my uncle, my cousins, and all them, it's not going to be on the specific date of Thanksgiving that we're going to be doing this stuff. But at the same time, obviously, I'm more concerned with just having some time with some members of my family to celebrate something that is related to Thanksgiving sometime in the general neighborhood of that time frame. The specific date that I do this, in my mind, isn't really such a big deal. There are other holidays, though, where I would say, yeah, you can't, not really much wiggle room, like New Year's Eve. You can't really do New Year's Eve on, like, January 2nd. I could maybe slightly understand some people wanting to celebrate it on the evening of the 1st, but it's details. A lot of people would say, though, it doesn't really count, especially for that one, if you're not doing it, in the PM hours of December 31st. Because is it really even celebrating New Year's Eve then, or are you just trying to come up with an excuse to get together and have a party? Because it's really most of what New Year's Eve is just kind of a big party to say, hey, we want to have fun and stuff because there's a new year approaching. Yeah, sure, we'll make that the excuse for it. Also, random note, just kind of realized, didn't even plan this. I don't know how this happens where I don't plan these things and I end up talking about stuff related to it. But, yeah, let me adjust the camera down here a little bit. And shirt. Thanksgiving shirt. Like, I don't know. How do I do this? It's like the shirt I'm wearing subconsciously alters the thoughts that I have going around in my head and what I end up talking about when I'm recording this stuff sometimes. Anyway, tangent done now. Really, more so some of the different aspects of holidays in general, kind of, I find strange. Like, there are all sorts of holidays that few people really observe, at least in the US. And that's that's part of it, is that the significance of certain holidays varies from country to country and between different cultures and things like that. Then when it comes to the finer details of like when holidays fall, it's like certain ones, no, it's got to be this particular day of the week. And like the third Thursday of the month. Or for certain things, it's like the first Sunday of the month. And then there's other stuff that's like, no, it has to be this particular date in the year. Like, Christmas is always December 25th. New Year's Eve, obviously, you can't have that a different day because it's the eve of the new year. It's the night following up to when the new year starts. So that's got to be December 31st. And so you can't wiggle those around because of the way that they're thought of and celebrated and people playing them out. Although, what's even weirder on a broader scale with a lot of these holidays is that they're supposedly they're celebrating something that didn't happen in all likelihood historically anywhere close to that particular date. So why it's set to a particular date is like, I don't know, but there are some that people just bring up kind of to bring up, like it makes them seem smarter. Like, you ever hear anybody bring up Leif Erikson Day as if it's anything really significant? No. It's like, they just bring it up to try and be like, oh, hey, happy Leif Erikson Day because I know something more than you do, so I'm gonna parade around like I'm smarter than you because I know this. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I mean when I ask if the holidays are weird. Because there's finer, detailed, minute aspects of them where it's just like, why do we think of it this way? What is going on here? All this to say, holidays are kind of weird. But I certainly enjoy them and they're great, but they're a little weird in some ways. It's just me communicating thoughts that I had swirling around in my head as I'm thinking through finer details of this upcoming weekend and then the week following, and when actual Thanksgiving Day comes up, and what the heck am I going to do then, if anything? And yeah, anyway. So, guess that's going to do it for me this time around. As always, like and share if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're looking for more stuff from me. To be extra sure, click the bell and check the notification box to get updates on all my latest videos that I post. You could also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I'm pretty regular there. And then I also have Instagram if you're just looking for some occasional in-between sort of things. And feel free to leave comments down below with your thoughts on this video, holidays in general, other video ideas you might have. And maybe as you're going down to the comments section, take a look at the description, because that's where you'll see my social media information. So I guess that's about it in terms of ways to keep up and interact with me and my videos. So as always, I hope you are doing well, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Stay cool, people.